Hello everyone, welcome back to our another podcast episode. In this episode, we will talk about some new vocabulary word and some grammar rule that will helpful for you guys. So before we start today's episode, can I ask you something? So, have you ever looked at someone else and thought, wow, they are doing so well? Then you looked at your own life and suddenly you felt like you were falling behind. I think almost everyone has had that moment because I definitely have, guys. Yes. And here's the funny part. Sometimes I compare my life to people I have never ever met. Yes, I scroll through social media, someone bought a new car, and someone started a business, someone is traveling, someone speaks amazing English, and meanwhile, I'm sitting there trying to remember where I kept my water bottle. Yes, guys. So, our brain can be so dramatic, seriously. The strange thing is, yeah, seriously, you know what the strange thing? We don't compare our worst day with someone else's worst day. No. We compare our ordinary Tuesday with someone else's highlight reel. Yes, and somehow our brain says you are not doing enough. Yeah. So I'll tell you my story. A few years ago, when I was learning English, some days everything felt easy, and other days I forget words I had learned yesterday. Yes. And have you ever opened your mouth to speak and suddenly your brain just went, sorry, we are closed today? Yes, that happened to me more times than I'd like to admit. Yes, guys. So for a moment, I thought maybe I'm just not good at these. But then I realized something. Maybe I wasn't failing. Maybe I was just learning. And there's a huge difference, guys. Yes. So here's there a beautiful word for this is resilience. Not perfection, not talent. Resilience means the ability to recover after something difficult happens. Just think about a tree during a storm. It bends, it shakes, sometimes it even loses a few leaves. But it doesn't stop growing. No, right? So that's resilience. And honestly, I think learning English feels exactly like that. Yes, guys. Some days you feel confident, some days you forget everything, but if you keep coming back, you're still growing. Yes. So I remember recording one of my first English video. I watched it back. Yes, and immediately wanted to delete it. Yes, guys, because my pronunciation wasn't perfect. I paused too much. I looked nervous. So, for 5 whole minutes, yes. So, I became my own biggest critic. Not a teacher, not a strange. It's me. Yeah. So, have you noticed that sometimes the loudest negative voice is the one inside our own head? Yes, guys. So, that's when I learned another word, self sabotage. Yes, guys. It sounds complicated, right? But it's something many of us do. Yes, self sabotage means we accidentally become the reason we stop ourselves. Yes, not because we can't do something, but because we keep telling ourselves that I am not ready, I am not good enough, maybe later. And one day I asked myself a question. I speak to my best friend the same way I speak to myself? Just imagine your friend says, I made a mistake while speaking English. So, would you reply, You're terrible, just quit? Of course not, right? So, you'd probably say, right? So, it's okay, try again. So, why don't we say that to ourselves? Why? And here's something interesting, guys. I used to tell myself, unless I become fluent. So I won't start making videos. Then one day, someone corrected my English. Yes, not my pronunciation, but it's my grammar. Yes. I had said, unless I will practice every day, I won't improve. And they smiled and said, almost in English, after unless we don't use will, we simply use the present tense. So we say, unless I practice every day, I won't improve. So I say, why? So because unless already means if not. So it already talks about a future condition. So English doesn't need another will. For example, unless you start today, you'll never know what's possible. And second example is unless we make mistake, we can't improve. See, grammar isn't just a rule, it's something real people use every day. And now, every time I hear the word unless, I remember that lesson. And honestly, I never forget it again. Yes, guys. So, another word that changed the way I think is perseverance. It's a beautiful word. It means continuing even when progress feels invisible. Not because you're forced to, because you have decided not to quit. Yes, guys. And I think that's one of the most powerful decision anyone can make. Yes, guys. You know what's funny? We think successful people wake up every morning and feeling motivated. Yes, guys, I honestly don't think they do. I think they wake up, look at their to do list, sigh dramatically, and still get the work done. Yes, because discipline quietly replaces motivation. Yes, guys, and that's where another beautiful word comes in, fortitude. Yes, fortitude isn't about never feeling scared, it's about moving forward. Even while you're scared, think about that for a second. Yes, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing not to let fear makes your decision, guys. And I wish someone had told me that much earlier. Yes. So I remember recording one of my videos. Everything was ready, the camera, the lights, the notebook, everything except me. Yes. I looked at the camera, pressed record, and suddenly forgot the sentence I'd practiced 10 times. Yes. I stared at the camera and camera stared back. It felt like we were both waiting for someone smarter to walk into the room. Yes, so I stopped recording. I sat there for a minute, then I asked myself, if I quit today, what changes? Nothing. And tomorrow I'd still be scared. And next week, still scared. And next month, still waiting. So instead of waiting to feel confident, I pressed record again. Was it perfect? Not even close. Was it better than quitting? absolutely. And that's when I realized something that has a really transformative effect on me. Yes, so it's another word, transformative means something transformative changes you in a meaningful way. Not just for one day, but for a long time. Yes, guys. Recording imperfect video so wasn't embarrassing anymore. It became transformative because every imperfect video made the next one a little easier. And then another word quietly become part of my life. It's momentum. You know how pushing a bicycle is difficult at first, but once it's moving, it becomes easier. Yes, guys. So life works the same way. The hardest part isn't improving. The hardest part is starting. Yes, guys. Momentum is what happens after you keep showing up. One day, then another, then another. So, I want to ask you something, not as a teacher, not as someone who's perfect, just as someone who's still learning, just like you. What if instead of trying to change your whole life, you only focused on the next 7 days? Not forever, just 7 days. Yes, guys, because 7 days feels possible, and sometimes possible is exactly what we need, guys. Yes, when people ask, what's the secret of learning English? So, I don't think it's vocabulary, I don't think it's grammar, I don't even think it's confidence. I think it's this: don't leave before the result arrive, because improvement is slow, then suddenly it's obvious. So, today, if nobody believes in you yet, believe in yourself a little longer, guys. If you are making mistakes, make a few more. If you are embarrassed, good. That means you are doing something new. And if you are thinking about quitting, please don't, because your future self is probably hoping, guys. So you will give yourself one more chance. So before we finish, I want you to answer one question. What's one thing you have almost given up on, but you are ready to try again? It's English, fitness, reading, your dream. Write in it in the comments, not because I want more comments, but because I want you to make a promise to yourself. And next week when we met again, I won't ask did you watch the video, I'll ask did you keep your promise. Until then, don't give up on your English, and more importantly, don't give up on yourself. Yes, guys. So before we finish, let's take a word tour. So, our first word is resilience, meaning the ability to recover after difficulties. For example, resilience helps us grow through failure. And second word is self sabotage. It means behaviors or thoughts that stop your own progress. For example, overthinking is a form of self sabotage. Second example is self sabotage often comes from fear, not lack of ability. And our third word is perseverance, meaning continuing despite difficulties. For example, perseverance is more important than talent. And another example is his perseverance inspired the whole team. And next word is fortitude. It means mental strength during difficult situation. For example, she faced criticism with remarkable fortitude. Another example is fortitude helps us stay calm under pressure. So, so Keep learning, guys. Keep speaking. Keep showing up because one conversation can change your English and one decision can change your life, guys. So, see you in the next episode. Stay tuned with me.